I got that California. I got that
After the events of the Mora arc, a new chapter and storyline begins, Granola the Survivor arc, featuring a character named Granola, a serious individual with holding great ambition of avenging his people. Unfortunately for him, his target is Frieza, a character who can effortlessly blow up planets with the blink of an eye. However, Granola isn't outmatched in will. His obsession and determination to find retribution leads him to discover a new set of Dragon Balls that are conveniently located on his planet. He uses these magical orbs in order to become the strongest in the universe, or so we have believed. There are major plot points playing in this instance, each one indicating that what we may have seen all along are nothing but smokes and mirrors. What if Granola, the strongest mortal in the universe, isn't actually the strongest? What if I go ahead and tell you that this arc is hinging on the fact that you should never be overconfident about your own abilities? Granola assumes he has no equal whatsoever. Ever since he made the wish to be the strongest, he has assumed that he is above everyone else. However, if one would inspect the logistics of that wish, you will find some red flags. First of all, when Granola made the wish, the dragon himself said he couldn't make him stronger than the gods. Now, of course, the dragon doesn't specify what sort of gods he's mentioning, because as we know, Dende is a deity. The Kaioshins are gods too. So the dragon may be referring to Beerus and Whis, or perhaps even the Grand Priest and Omni King, which would make sense. Nonetheless, under a certain condition, Granola's offer power beyond imagination, even learning techniques in the process. With this power going over his head, Granola declares himself as the strongest in the universe. Now, in Chapter 72, the latest chapter as of me making this video, Granola faces off against Goku, who, in spite of getting knocked out in his base form by Granola, seems to do pretty well in his Super Saiyan Blue form. Moreover, Vegeta and Goku are slowly piecing together on the fact that Granola doesn't seem to be a bad guy. He's a victim in this situation, being lied and manipulated to by the healers. Therefore, Granola cannot be the actual villain of this arc. So if Granola isn't the strongest, nor is he the villain of this arc, then who is? I think it's fairly simple, and I have a few theories and some evidence to back this theory of mine. First of all, to understand Granola, we have to understand the theme of his character. He is a highly skilled individual whose motivation to avenge his race from Frieza. He acquires his power by unjustly simply wishing to get strong. If you know one thing about Dragon Ball, almost every character who got stronger earned his strength due to massive amounts of training. Granola hasn't trained for this and is extremely cocky. Even Munaito, the Namekian, warns Granola that this power shouldn't go to his head, and if he's strong today, then someone else will be stronger the next day. This concept is integrated in Dragon Ball since the beginning. This is nothing new. Since the original Dragon Ball, Master Roshi has taught Goku to never slack off because there is always someone stronger out there. Even when Goku defeated Piccolo and was hailed as the strongest fighter in the world and the series as a whole, he was always seen training afterwards. Now, with Granola, one can easily note that he has already achieved max power and there is no sense for him to train. But I would disagree. Fighting is not all about power, it's about owning your skills. But like I mentioned, it isn't likely that Goku will kill Granola or vice versa. Therefore, the fight might either end in a draw or someone else is going to crash. And here is where I'm going to mention something that Toyotaro said about this arc. He mentioned that most people should take into consideration the healers and what they're going to do in this arc. Now, the healers is an intel group with highly information and they're sort of the puppet masters in this situation. What the healers are doing right now is basically moving the chess pieces around. And as of now, they are not a threat to either Goku and Vegeta or Granola. These characters are on God level. So if they can't affect them, how are they going to able to ambush them? Now here's where the theory kicks in. Now, as absolutely lame as this may sound, I think that the final villain of this arc will be Gas. Now, this is a theory that I came up with my own. However, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you have came to the same conclusion, because Gas has been teased as a character who is part of the Heater family and he's a character who has tremendous amount of power. He's even actually teased to be stronger than Granola prior to Granola making the wish. And he also seems to be a younger character, so if he has a similar lifespan to Granola, then he also could potentially be wished to be even stronger than Granola. And this is where the heaters come in. The heaters already know about the Dragon Balls, and I think the heaters will actually make a wish to make Granola into the actual strongest fighter in the universe. Again, I think a lot of people might reject this theory based on the fact that there is no emotional investment at all towards the character of Gas. It's not like people have on their Twitter with PFP Gas profile pics, so really Gas is not the most exciting character. However, he's one of the few characters, if not the only characters, who's part of the Heater family who has no hidden agenda. What I mean by hidden agenda, he's not seemed like the kind of schemer, the plotter. So he's a character who's the muscle of the family. He's a character who's even been teased to be stronger or as strong as Frieza. Now Alec doesn't really tell us if he's stronger than which version of Frieza. Is he stronger than final form Frieza from the Dragon Ball Z era? So is he Super Saiyan 1 tier or is he Super Saiyan Blue tier? I would like to believe that he's SSJ 1 tier, and even for me that's a stretch. But then again, in the universe, or rather in the Tournament of Power, we've seen many characters who are God tier. So I think this is something that we're gonna have to accept about the new Dragon Ball. So, what do you think about Gas being the real strong villain, or the real final villain of this arc? I think this arc will be a mini arc, a short arc, and it's going to be like a lesson for Granola and a reminder for everyone that you should earn your power, and wishing to be the strongest is not the way to go. Because if that was the way to go, then Dragon Ball will open a problem where every character will go into the dragon and wish to be the strongest. Tien could do it, Yamcha, potentially any character with a lot of potential can do that. So what do you guys think about my theory? Do you agree? Do you disagree? And are you enjoying the latest chapters of the Dragon Ball Super manga? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys want to hear more of my thoughts on the manga and what's happening, then please visit the second channel, MoodZi 2. There I drop a lot of manga reviews, and I also drop some other content there. So please, if you want to support me and want to hear some of the stuff I say, then go to the second channel. But nonetheless, this is MoodZi, and I'm going to make more videos regarding the manga on the main channel as well. So if you enjoyed this video, then please drop a like. Trust me, it helps a lot. Also, a comment down below, and have a nice day. Peace, guys.